some selfies when you get to your seat. It's been a long time since we've been able to be next to somebody. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Isn't it great to be able to see the people that you've been seeing on Zoom for over a year? That you don't never know in person. Now you know them. All right, everybody's having a reunion. Yes. Come on in here. Come on in here, you guys. Find your seat. Find your seat. Find a seat. Welcome. All right, we're going to be getting started in about 3 minutes. So find you a seat. If you are one of our esteemed partners, there should be a seat assigned for you up in the front. Please make sure you take that seat. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Just find a seat. If you are one of our leadership partners, there might be a seat up here in the front for you. And if not, there's some open seats in the back. We're definitely glad to see everyone in person. Welcome, everybody. What time is it?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys, come on now, find a seat. We don't want to start the party without you. All right, come on in here. Find a seat. All right, we got about 1 more minute. Just 1 more minute. All right. All right. Come on, baby. All right, come on, you guys. I see some people still over here grazing. I see some people. I know you heard the message. I know y'all heard the message. Come on over here. Have a seat. Come on, Jamoke. I see you. Find a seat. All right, good morning, you guys. We got less than 1 minute, so if you haven't found a seat, find one. Good morning, everybody. Okay, we're going to try this again. I said good morning, everybody. Oh, it is such a blessing to be able to see everybody in person. I know y'all excited. I know y'all excited. We got a lot of exciting success that's going on today, so I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention so that you don't lose focus. All right, I myself, I am Keita Brown. Before I'm anything, I am a parent. And yes, give it look, clap it up for that. But I have the pleasure of being one of the co-founders of the Oakland Reach. In addition to that, I have the esteemed pleasure to be a part of Oakland Undivided. So let's give it up, let's give it up, let's give it up. And I know we all happy to be here. We all happy to be here. I'm one of your MCs today. I have the pleasure to introduce my co-MC right here, Miss Jessica.
Hi, everyone.
No.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me? All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. So, my name is Jessica Ramos. I'm a current student of OUS, not current student of OUSD. I'm now a current graduate of OUSD. Graduated from Skyline, Skyline Titans. And current student board member on the school board. And today we have the pleasure of being your co-hosts, and we're going to go ahead and now present our video.
Let's get the video started. Okay, just give it a minute, y'all. You know, it's been a while since we've been in person. We used to being able to do this on Zoom real quick, and it just happens. So, it's coming.
March 2020. As the COVID-19 pandemic moved across the United States, our cities were ordered to shut down, and the doors to our beloved schools were forced to close. In Oakland, California, that meant that many of our most vulnerable students, who relied on our schools for access to computers and an internet connection to gain knowledge of the world, were suddenly shut out also. In fact, when distance learning began, our schools, city, and local nonprofit partners made a stark, unsettling finding. More than 25,000 students from low-income backgrounds in Oakland were suddenly left stranded on the wrong side of the digital divide. We decided to fix that. Oakland Unified School District and the City of Oakland, in partnership with Tech Exchange, Oakland Public Education Fund, and the Oakland Promise, came together to launch Oakland Undivided and close the digital divide for good. We put out the call for help, and we received a rapid response, including a transformational grant from Twitter's Jack Dorsey for $10 million. Oakland Undivided soon held giveaway events for families at schools across the city, where we handed students a free laptop, a Wi-Fi hotspot, and a new connection to culturally competent tech support. We made home deliveries to families who were unable to attend in person. The results? In one school year, over 25,000 laptops and 10,000 hotspots were distributed.
I need y'all to give it up on that.
And over 10,000 technical support requests from students and their families were fulfilled. These devices, which provided the necessary access to the virtual classroom, were not only life-changing for our students, but they also opened up new opportunities for the entire family, from being able to apply for jobs, to connecting with social services, to finding COVID testing and vaccine information. Oakland Undivided helped reconnect families to the world. When the pandemic started, over 34,000 Oakland students filled out our Tech Check survey. We found that less than 12% of our students from low-income backgrounds had home access to a computer and internet. Today, that number is now 98%.
Give it up!
Hi, I'm Jessica Jung. My pronouns are she, her, and I currently teach at Bridges Academy in East Oakland. It was just kind of like survival mode, I think, for many of our teachers and families and students because of the lack of access. And so when the news broke out about the initiative of Oakland Undivided and the big donations to fund devices for our students, I think there was a huge sigh of relief for definitely for myself, and I think a lot of our other educators and families.
My name is Keita Brown. I am the Director of Special Projects for the Oakland Show, which is a parent advocacy group basically empowering parents throughout the city of Oakland.
You think back and you push forward to a year now, everybody has a computer. That has got to be like the foundation of where it is that we build from, that everyone has access to the internet. Everyone has this should be a basic needs. And if we think in that kind of wavelength, as we continue to move on to the next phase, it's basically the foundation of how it is that we continue to develop Oakland. We've got to be able to understand that it is possible for kids to reach beyond the walls of Oakland. This computer is going to take you to the next world. It's going to take you to the next level. There's got to be infrastructures that says technology is a given. How do we support the given as we move forward?
Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Ramos.
Did y'all see that?
I am 18 years old from Oakland, California, and currently the student leader for Oakland Undivided. In my junior year, during the pandemic, I would walk down from my house to Diamond to be able to use the Wi-Fi because my house did not have Wi-Fi. I would come around in the morning, in the afternoonish, and do my work here for 2 hours and then go back home. And after Oakland Undivided, I got to receive my laptop, and I was able to complete my work at home and be able to sit on my living room couch and be able to do my AP work out there and start my senior year by doing my college apps on the Oakland Undivided device. Actually, I used my computer to be able to apply it to all the UCs. And I got into all of my UCs, and I got actually just accepted to go to UC Berkeley.
Hi, my name is Mia Pollard. I am a senior at Oakland High School, and without Oakland Undivided, I wouldn't have been able, or I would have struggled to complete my senior year at Oakland High. I want to say thank you, Oakland Undivided, for providing me those resources that completely changed my life and that I can have forever.
We're proud of the progress we've made, but our work is far from finished. It's a new school year, and we have thousands of new, brilliant students entering our schools who still don't have the quality tools they need to reach their full potential. That's why today, we are kicking off Oakland Undivided Forever. Our vision to sustain Oakland Undivided, to ensure that Oakland students have the computer and internet access they deserve and truly close the digital divide forever. We want to recognize all of our partners who made this impact a reality. And we're not done yet. We invite the entire community to join our movement. To learn more, endorse, donate, or volunteer, go to oaklandundivided.org. Access to the internet is one of the greatest social equalizers of our time. It's going to take all of us striving toward this one goal to make it happen. Because together, we are Oakland Undivided.
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 Together, we are
Oakland Undivided.
Together, we are
Oakland Undivided.
Together, we are Oakland Undivided.
Together, we are Oakland Undivided. Together, we are Oakland Undivided.
Together, we are
Oakland Undivided.
Oakland Undivided.
Juntos somos Oakland Undivided.
Together,
We're Oakland Undivided.
Together, we are Oakland Undivided.
Together we are Oakland Undivided.
Together, 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 we are Oakland Undivided.
Oh my God. Are you amazed at that? Now we put that video together via Zoom, via wherever. We're in a different world. I have the esteemed pleasure to be able to introduce this district that we're in right now, our city councilman, District 6, Lauren Taylor.
One more. Sorry. Now, I am very honored to introduce my former principal, my former teacher, David Silver.
And we also, before we acknowledge that, we couldn't be here without anybody else. We got to acknowledge this principal right here. That's Miss Paula. I cannot say it.
We have a new person.
It's a new person.
So we've got to stand in today. Yes, it is great to be here with Assistant Principal Ms. Jamie Lally.
All right.
So I want to welcome everyone here. I'm the community school manager here. So welcome to the Frick United campus. On behalf of our school community and our principal, Ms. Amapola Obrera.
Good morning, everybody. It is great to be here. We are coming together to make sure that Oakland is undivided. Welcome to Frick. Welcome to Oakland District 6. It is an honor to stand here with Ms. Lally, in spirit, Principal Amapola Obrera. We are proud to say that 100% of Frick students received a permanent Oakland Undivided computer, and over 70% received unlimited T-Mobile hotspots. That's incredible.
Give it up.
I am here championing this cause because we must close the digital divide here at Frick, across all of District 6, and across all of Oakland. Now, I want to take a moment and recognize my colleagues from the Oakland City Council who are here today. We've got Dan Kalb, Councilmember Dan Kalb.
Give it up.
Councilmember Noel Gallo. Councilmember Treva Reed. And I'm not sure if I see her, but I believe Councilmember Shang Tao was planning to be here as well, so she'll probably come through. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So also, let me just lift up the other council members who may not be here. We've got District 3, Councilmember Carol Fife. And District 2, Council President Nikki Bass. The reason why I wanted to lift up all their names is because it is in partnership that we were able to use $7.7 million of CARES Act funding last year to set up Oak Wi-Fi. We now have 14 zones from West Oakland to East Oakland in the most under-resourced neighborhoods of our city, and this is just the beginning. Let's give it up. That's huge. So, in addition, I'd like to recognize the elected officials, the other elected officials who are here today. We should be honored. We've got our own United States Deputy Secretary of Education, Ms. Cindy Martin, in the house. We've got State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Tony Thurman. Alameda County Superintendent of Schools, Karen Monroe. And we have to lift up our Oakland Unified School District Board Directors, Sam Davis, Van Cedric Williams, Gary Yee, Mike Hutchinson, and Dr. Cliff Thompson. And we would be remiss to not acknowledge the leadership in our city of our own mayor, Libby Schaaf.
All right. Are you all ready? Yeah. I want to see if we are ready here because the people in this room have made Oakland undivided. So I want to recognize those people who are here. If we could flip the script here a little bit. Let's give it one more time for our elected officials. And our 5 founding partners. Oakland Unified School District led by Superintendent Johnson Trammell. Tech Exchange led by Seth Hubbard. The city and the mayor's office led by Mayor Schaaf. Oakland Promise led by Mia Bonta. And Oakland Ed Fund led by Ali Medina. Keep it going. And if you are a leadership partner, I'm not going to mention all you, please stand up on the stage. Stand up here. If you are one of those leadership partners here, let's give it up for all our leadership partners.
Stand up. Stand up.
All right, I see all city council, I see charters, I see Clever, I see NAACP, Latino Education Network, I see Oakland Reach, I see Office of Equity, Families in Action. All right, this is the community coming together.
Thanks all of us.
All right. And people meeting like every day, every week. The committee members and the leadership team, not going to mention you all. If you're a leadership team member or committee member of Oakland Undivided, stand up now and be recognized. All right. And I guess we do need some money in order to make sure that this thing happens. So let's give it up for our funding partners. If you're a funding partner, stand up. Special thanks to signature partners, Amazon, Gilead, T-Mobile, and big donor PG&E. Give it up. And everybody else. And people who have committed and said, hey, it's not enough to do it last year, let's do it again next year. All of the Oakland Unified School District. The board just passed something in the budget last year that's going to get every kid a computer for this upcoming year. Give it up for the school board, all OUSD, and all charter schools who have pledged as well. Stand up, charter schools, and Oakland Unified if you have pledged, if you're on that screen. It's a citywide effort. All right, and now, it's time. You know, it's like, hey, could you bring out someone from Washington, D.C., the second most, leader of education in the country? Could you bring out the biggest leader in California, educational leader? Yeah, we can. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce the Deputy Secretary, and then my colleague, Councilman Taylor, will introduce the other. So with that, Deputy Secretary Martin has been an educator and a leader for equity for over 32 years. As superintendent of San Diego, she increased outcomes for all students, especially African American students, and is now leading education across this nation. Leading education across the nation. She has championed addressing systematic barriers to address the digital divide. We are privileged to welcome U.S. Deputy Secretary Cindy Martin.
Show her some Oakland love now. Okay, don't forget where we come from. Show her some Oakland love. We need her to know that she is in our city.
And now it is my privilege and honor to introduce a great champion for Oakland students and families, and for all of California. A fierce advocate for equity who has been deeply committed to Oakland for his entire career. He's leading anti-racism efforts across the state. He's passionate about all digital equity and closing opportunity gaps for our kids. Deeply committed to strengthening education for underserved students and closing the divide. I am proud to welcome a fellow East Bay native, State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Tony Thurmond.
Does it get any better than this in Oakland? Come on now.
Of course I'll be here. I am so proud of what you all have done here, and all it took was your superintendent and your mayor just put me on a Zoom call and started telling me what was happening. I said, I will be there. So thank you to the leadership. This is what Undivided looks like. You all are making something happen for kids. So I'm really grateful, and I will tell you, take good care of my son, because he's from East Bay. I'm leaving him here in California because I'm out in DC now, and I know he's in good hands being up here in the Bay Area. So love this city, love what you've all done, and just congratulations, truly, to your mayor, to your superintendent. She and I worked closely together over the last year. I've been superintendent in San Diego for the past 8 years. During the last year, Kyla and I had a lot of work we did together in leading both our schools, top of the state, bottom of the state, and thank you to the private partners, everybody that has come together here to make not just today possible, but what has happened for children. When you hear me speak and you hear our Secretary of Education speak, we talk about children, because that's who we work for. And thank you to whoever organized today to make sure that I got to talk to kids today, because that's where my happy place is. I have a fancy title next to my name, Deputy Secretary of Education, but you ask me what I do, I say I'm a teacher, because that's what I've been for my whole career. Thank you to all the teachers and the principals and the school leaders who have done this work. We often say, my belief system is that we need to know our students by name and by need. And only then, when we know our students, and if there are teachers in the house, you know that. You need to know your students by name and by need. And if we're going to deliver on equity, we have to define equity as each and every student gets what he or she needs when they need it. And you all have done that here. You have figured out what your children need, when they needed it, in the way that they need it, even with the tech support. You all have done to me that this Oakland in a huge way with big passion. Let me put that into the national context. President of the United States of America and the Secretary of Education, we all know that this pandemic has tested